Python comments. We use comments in Python to explain Python code, to make the code more readable, and to prevent execution when we are testing code. Creating a comment. Comment starts with the hash character, and after that, whatever you write, Python will ignore it. Here, we wrote a line with the hash character in the beginning, and we wrote the line, this is a comment, but we know that Python will ignore this line and Python will continue to read the next line. So here we are writing print hello world, and let's see what happens. So when we run this code, we see that Python ignored the first line and moved on to do actions on the second line. So Python ignores anything after the hash character. Comments can be placed at the end of a line and Python will ignore the rest of the line. Now what we will do is we will write the print statement, print hello world, just copy paste this and put it here, and then we'll put the comment at the end of the line. Just like that. So what happens is that here Python will read the whole line until the hash character, and after that whatever we wrote is going to ignore. Let's run this code by pressing Shift and Enter, and we see that Python only read up to here, and after the hash character everything was ignored. Python knows that this is a comment. We use comments in Python to explain code. Comments does not have to be text to explain code, but it is a great habit to build. Comment can also be used to prevent Python from executing code. So once again, here we have a piece of code that says print hello world. So we know that this is going to print a message which is going to be hello world. And now we want to write a comment that will say that what this line of code does. So this prints a message. So we write the comment, this prints a message. This way we don't have to think when we see this code or the line of code to wonder what's happening. We just read the comment and we know what's happening. So if we run this code, Python will ignore everything after the hash character and then it will print the message. And this is a great habit to build once you are doing complicated problems in Python, because you don't always know what's going to happen in your code. And when you write the comments that explains what's happening in the code, you can always come back and understand what's going on. Now, to prevent execution, you basically just put a hash character before a line of code. It doesn't have to be a line of code. It could be a message, but it could be anything. And if you put a hash right before the line, Python will understand that this is to be ignored. Now let us go ahead and run this again by pressing Shift and Enter, and we see that Python has ignored the whole line. That means whenever you put a hash character, Python counts this as a comment and it prevents execution, or it just ignores altogether.